what have you seen from Georgia's defense as they kind of evolve in that 3-4? And is the 3-4, does that change anything? Depending you?
Well, this defense that we're facing now, I had a chance to, watch them, and as far as right now, we're not, a concrete decision of what the game plan is right now. But, we know that Georgia is a dangerous team as a whole. And this defense has some talented players, from the D-line position, the linebacker position, also in the secondary. And, we have to have an excellent week of practice. They're very talented, like I said earlier. And, and if we don't prepare like we have been, it can be real ugly.
Cam, you've talked all season long about the offensive line and about what those guys have been doing. 4 of them playing their last game at Jordan-Hare Stadium Saturday. Just talk about over the course of the season what you've seen them get better and how much they've meant to what you've been able to do.
Oh, absolutely. I think all my success is on the offensive line, because without those guys and what they've done for this team and for this passing game, the rushing game, they're the guys behind the scenes that really don't get as much credit as they need to. But we know every single play they're busting their butts to do their job to make us successful as a whole offense. We're going out and playing this game, and for the seniors that has been here this long, we're saluting them off, and we want to do it in a good way.
Cam, just a few minutes ago, we saw Gene was in here. He got more emotional than probably any of us had ever seen him defending you. Does that mean a lot to you that your coach is going out there and publicly?
Oh, absolutely. I can't even express how much it feels as a person, as an athlete, how much it feels to be in a place where you feel, not just the love as an athlete. You go places and you just hug a stranger to you, but their intentions are well because they're part of this Auburn family. You come around this complex and you feel the warmth in everybody's heart and the genuineness of a person's heart around this program, that they have their best interests. And it works wonders in my mind and in my everyday life to know that Auburn and my supporting cast is for me.
Cameron, you've heard that it seems like somebody's trying to be out there to attack your character and your integrity and your body.
Am I hurt?
Yeah.
No. Am I curious? A little bit, but I really don't. It really doesn't, get to me that much. But, I'm a blessed individual. I said that on numerous accounts. And, I'm just going to continuously do what God has allowed me to do and play the game that I so dearly love. And I'm going to keep doing it to the best of my ability.
Your coach just spent 4 minutes and 25 seconds defending you and calling the allegations garbage. Would you like to expound on that a little bit and say? 4 minutes and 25 seconds?
Exactly, 4 minutes and 25 seconds.
Wow. Well, I just want to spend 5 seconds on it. It's a lot of speculations, rumors going around, and I'm not going to be up here and entertain it. I'm a person that has came a long way. I went to University of Florida. Everybody knows that. I went to junior college, Blinn Junior College, and I'm here at Auburn. During that whole tenure, I had an excellent time learning from so many people on different occasions. Will I change it? No, because, I think that's how I matured as a person, as a player, and I'm continuously trying to learn this crazy thing about life. And I'm a blessed individual.
Cam, on the monetary side of this for a second, if the allegations that someone has gone to a school and said, hey, I represent Cam Newton, and if you pay me $200,000, you can sign with you, that's fraud. That's a federal crime. Would you like to address that at all and say,
for
good
what?
luck with prosecuting that guy? Or?
For what? That's not me. I think the people that I have been faced with, up until this point, you know, has been good people. You know, I'm not here to bash anyone for what they said, what they did, what they allegedly did, or rumors. You know, I'm not here to do that. You know, I'm here to, you know, go to school and here to win football games for Auburn. And it would be selfish of me to entertain anything that has been said about me, you know, because my sole focus right now is to win this football game coming up on this Saturday. You know, and that's really pretty much it.
Cam, that's a pretty serious accusation, too, to accuse you of cheating. I mean, are you denying that happened?
No, I just said I couldn't even say more clear. You know, I'm not going to entertain something that, you know, took place, well, not 3 months, you know, not 6 months, not even a year, you know, 2 years ago. You know, I'm not going to sit up here and say anything about it, whether I did or did not do it, you know, because I don't want to, you know, beat a dead horse, you know, talking about it, because, you know, it's not going to affect me no way, shape, form, or fashion.
Cam, you said you were not hurt, but you were curious, and there have been some reports out there that have linked Urban Meyer to some of these reports that have come out. He's been very strongly denying that he had anything to do with it. As a former player under him, do you take him at his word when he says that?
Oh, absolutely. You know, the coach that I knew, Coach Urban Meyer, the one that I once committed to, a man of integrity. You know, I would hope he's not, you know, he wouldn't say nothing like that.
Anything else from Cam?
Cam, I mean, your focus, has it changed at all in the last week?
What's my focus?
From playing football here to deal with all the allegations that are swirling around, has it changed any way you approach the game, especially this big game coming up against Georgia?
Oh, no. No, it hasn't changed me not one bit. And for the most part, you know, you know, I have Cecil Newton, my father, Jackie Newton, my mother, to point at and to keep me level-headed. And on the football side of it, you know, I have Coach Gene Chiswick, Coach Gustav Malzahn. You know, those guys have just been keep me on an even plane. You know, I'm not. You know, you can't control what another person says about you. You know, you can only live your life and try to empower any person that you come in contact with to make them a better person and yourself a better person. And that's what I'm trying to do on a consistent basis.
Cam, are you surprised that these things took on kind of a life of their own and that it's really gone around the globe now?
And I'm not sure. You know, that's a question that I can't answer right now. And you know, who knows?
Were you surprised by it? Not whether or not.
Am I surprised? You know, to some extent, because you know that's something that allegedly happened. You know, in the past 2 years ago. And that's, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Cam, do you worry at all? I mean, if we're a bunch of Heisman Trophy voters, how would you say, you know, you can't let this affect your vote? How would you talk to them about them talking about not voting for you just on the obligations?
I mean, I'm not up here to try to, you know, impress anybody about, you know, trying to win brownie points. I'm just going to continuously do what I have been doing, and for me to start thinking about, like I said, you know, once before, for me to start even thinking about, you know, the Heisman Trophy, you know, I don't want to do that. My whole sole focus right now is trying to beat Georgia. I think that's a task in itself, and, you know, I'm a student athlete at Auburn University trying to win football games from day one since I enrolled here, and I'm trying to continuously do that every single day.
Ken, have you talked to your parents about attorneys or anything, trying to defend your reputation?
That's something I can't talk to you about, and but you know, if I have, if I haven't, you know.